I know you're not showing up right before your game and doing a couple of these and a couple of these and thinking you're ready to play, because you're probably setting yourself up to get hurt. But if you are, I have a 10-minute dynamic warm-up for athletes that's gonna help you feel so much more prepared for games and practices.
The reason why we advocate for a dynamic warm-up is that you experience all sorts of positions in games and in practice that you just don't experience in everyday life. So it's incredibly worthwhile to spend about 10 minutes before your game or practice to go through a routine that takes you through your body's full range of motion at a speed that you'll experience while playing in order to reduce the risk of injury and improve your performance. We can guarantee that just doing a couple of these just won't cut it if you've been sitting at a desk or have been playing video games for the last few hours.
The biggest mistake we see athletes make when they're going through their dynamic warm-ups is just going through the motions with bare minimum effort. In order for your warm-ups to be effective, you need to be intentional with each and every movement. Each drill has a specific purpose, and if you're just going through the motions lackadaisically, you're gonna miss out on a lot of the benefits. Make sure you're taking your body through full ranges of motion, being aware of your alignment and body positions with every drill, and gradually ramping up the intensity and force production as the warm-up progresses.
So throughout this 10-minute routine, Lauren is going to take you through a warm-up that'll put your body through its full range of motion at all the major joints in your body. From there, she'll slowly start to ramp up speed from walking drills all the way to max sprinting so that you're fully prepared when it comes to game time. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Okay, so this is the exact routine I take my flag football team through before each and every game, and knock on wood, it's served us really well throughout the years, so I hope it works for you too. So for the first half of the warm-up, we usually do like more walking drills so that we're easing into the movements, and then in the second half, we get a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more powerful, and add some more speed to it. So what we're gonna start with is just a walking knee hug. So we're pulling the knee in, tight to your chest, going up on your toes, stepping forward, and switching sides. And we're thinking about getting as tall as you can, thinking about getting the crown of your head toward the ceiling, and then really getting up onto your toes so you're getting your calves involved and pulling that knee in tight. And we're gonna go about 10 yards here. I typically just use a 10-yard marker. And once we get to the end, we'll go into our next drill. All right, so from there, we're gonna turn around, we're gonna go into quad pulls. So you're gonna pull your heel to your butt, step forward, and switch sides. We wanna make sure that you're still staying tall. We don't wanna get your knee out in front of you, heel to butt. We wanna think knee down, crown of your head to the ceiling, staying tall, thinking about your alignment, and really just feeling that good stretch in the front of your leg. All right, once you get to 10 yards, we're gonna turn it back around. We're gonna do leg cradles. So for this one, you're gonna grab your foot and your knee. You're gonna cradle your knee with your other hand and pull up, step forward, and switch sides. All right, so you're gonna really feel the hips getting loosened up. Still, again, making sure that you're not just crumpling into this, but getting tall and really thinking about pulling that foot up and letting that knee drop. We'll do that for the 10 yards, and then we'll turn around. Next one, we're gonna do hamstring sweeps. So you're gonna place your heel out in front of you, send your hips back, reach down, reach up for the ceiling, and step forward to the other side. I've also heard this one called shoe the chickens, because it kind of feels like you're shoeing chickens if you live on a farm, I guess. But really, we're just thinking about getting your hamstrings loosened up, letting your back around, kind of like letting yourself relax into this a little more as opposed to being super stiff with it. We want to actually get that nice fluid movement while we get that good hamstring stretch and hip hinge. And we'll do that for 10 yards. Next, we're gonna get a little bit more dynamic with the hamstrings. So now we're gonna do walking leg kicks, and you're aiming to kick your hand. Not everybody's gonna be able to reach their hand, that's okay. Go with your mobility. We're just thinking about getting that nice quick movement and a good stretch. All right, next we're gonna go into a walking lunge with a cross body reach. So you're gonna step forward with your right leg and reach across your body with your left arm. So it's opposite arm and leg are up. And what we're thinking about here is when you come down, we don't wanna be over striding forward. We actually wanna get a good hip flexor stretch. So you wanna think about tucking the hips under here, getting that hip flexor stretch, and then that extra reach really just exaggerates the stretch even a little bit more. Drop that back knee down toward the ground, and again, get that good hip tuck under. All right, after 10 yards there, we're gonna face the side. We're gonna do lateral lunges. So you're gonna step out to the right, and then we're gonna shift to the other side, and then we're gonna pivot. So you push off, pivot the other way, lunge, lunge, push and pivot. So now we're just getting a little bit more force production by having to push off the ground here. We're getting the inner thighs warmed up and loosened up. A little more coordination going. And good. Okay, so that was the first half. That section was a little bit more of the gradual ease into movement, and now we're gonna start to get a little bit more dynamic, use a little bit more force production, and really get your body prepped for the game or the practice ahead. So what we like to start with are pogo hops. So we just go on the balls of our feet, and we're just hopping in place. You're thinking about really bouncing off the ground, being as bouncy and light on your feet as possible. We're gonna do 15 seconds just in place, and then we're gonna start to go forward and back. Keep a soft bend in your knees, and we'll do 15 seconds there. And then we like to go side to side. So we're just kind of exposing your ankles to all different angles that you might experience in a game or in practice, and getting your calves and feet ready. All right, after that, we're gonna do a 10 to 15 yard jog. So we're just gonna go nice and light and easy. All right, then we're gonna go high knees. So now we're pumping our arms and we're bringing our knees up, but we're staying tall. We're not overstriding and going too far forward. We're actually basically going kind of as slow as you can to the line while moving your feet quickly. All right, after that, we're gonna go butt kicks. So we're gonna turn it around, and now butt kicks, same idea, not trying to actually move forward fast, but thinking about quick feet and quick turnaround. Get your heel all the way to your butt, all the way down to the line. Awesome, then we're gonna do side shuffles. We're gonna do this in two directions. So we start facing this way, and we're gonna shuffle, get low, push off this back leg all the way to the line, then face the same direction, but go back the other way. Pushing off this leg, staying low, and shuffling. All right, then we're gonna go karaoke, same idea. We're gonna face one direction, go down 15 yards, come back facing the same way. So we're gonna cross behind, cross in front. All right, we're trying to loosen up the hips and allow for some extra movement here. All right, we're gonna go back, stay nice and loose, up on the balls of your feet. Good, shake it out. Next, we're gonna go skips. So for this one, we're thinking about driving into the floor and getting high. Skip, quick turnaround with the feet. Think about getting as tall as you can, using your arms. Very good, shake it out. Next, we're gonna do a back pedal. We're gonna do this twice. First time, we're gonna back pedal 5 yards, turn over your left shoulder and jog it out. Then we're gonna back pedal 5 yards, turn over your right shoulder and jog it out. So here we go. Very good, same thing, now we're looking over the right. Here we go. All right, very good. Now we're gonna get into some sprints, but we're not gonna go right into it. We're gonna do 50%, then 75%, then 100%. So first one, 50%, go. Good, we shake it out. Second one, 75%, go. And focus on that breakdown too, because you're gonna be needing to practice that for the games as well. And then finally, full sprint, go. Break it down, and you should be feeling great, heart rate up, ready to go.
So there you have it. All in all, this routine should take about 10 minutes and you'll be so much more prepared for your game or practice.
Your feet, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, and T-spine should all feel primed and loose and ready to perform their best.
And because your muscles were put through a full range of motion and under max velocity, they should be much less prone to being pulled or strained.
Try this routine out before your next game or practice and let us know what you think in the comments. Feel free to tweak or adjust the sequence because you know what your body needs the most.
And if you like this video and you're looking for more information on either functional training for athletes or flag football training, then check out our channel for more content and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
We'll see you in the next one.